Some folks say that there's no such thing as objective or absolute truth. They'd say, you have your truth and I have my truth. But is that, pun intended, objectively true? A number of years ago, I was sitting at a guy's house. I was actually giving my testimony about my conversion from Islam to Christianity. There was a guy in the audience who was listening to me very intently, and he was writing down some notes. And I had talked about why I believed Christianity was true. And he had his own ideas. And he said, I appreciate that you didn't disrespect the other belief system, but you just said Christianity was true. Let me tell you something. We all have a version of the truth. And I said, really? We all have a version of the truth? He said, we sure do. I said, people like Mao Zedong and Pol Pot and Adolf Hitler, they all had versions of the truth? His statement back to me was, I can't say I prefer their version of the truth, but I can't say it's wrong. So I asked him a question. I said, are you telling me that you can't disagree with anybody? He said, nope, I can't disagree with anybody. I said, sure you can. He said, no, I can't. I said, well, you just did it. He disagreed with me. See the problem? When you say that truth isn't absolute, eventually you realize that it is actually true. But why do we cling to these ideas that there's no such thing as absolute truth? See, we don't like the idea of there being objective truth because we don't want other people to feel offended if we make a truth claim. We don't like people saying that there's only one way to God because we want everyone's ways to God to be equally valid. But here's the problem when we say that all roads lead to God or everyone has the truth. We try to be inclusive when we do that, but we're actually excluding the exclusivists. Christianity makes a very specific claim that there's only one way to God. In fact, Jesus himself makes that claim in John 14, verse 6. He says that he is the way, the truth, and the life. Now, he didn't base that statement off of opinion. He's saying that it's true. It's absolutely true. It's true for you, and it's true for everyone. The authorities asked Jesus, why should we believe you? What authority do you have to make the claims you're making? And he made a statement. He said this, if you destroy this body, if you destroy my body, I will raise it up again. That's the resurrection. Now that either happened or it didn't. It's not a matter of opinion or preference. It's either true or it's false. I think the evidence is fantastic to believe that Jesus did in fact rise from the dead. People often ask me, why do you believe Jesus? Why does he have any authority in your life? And here's what I say. Jesus rose from the dead, and a guy who rises from the dead has credibility. John 3:16 is probably the most often quoted Bible verse. It says that God so loved the world, that's everyone, that he gave his only begotten Son, so that whosoever shall believe in him, that's anyone, will not perish but have everlasting life. Do you see what's happened there? He loves everyone and invites anyone to believe in him. It is inclusive, but there is an exclusive way to salvation, and that's through the cross. Jesus says this, you shall know the truth, and he claimed to be the truth, Jesus himself. And when you know that truth, that objective truth, the truth will set you free.